today. We're at the swampland in Louisiana visiting Mama's house from the Waterboy.
Yeah, but actually, we're not even in Louisiana. We're not even in the state at all.
No.
We're in Florida, in Claremont, Florida. Look, there is the famous tree from the Waterboy. How cool is that? We're in the spot where Mama, Bobby Boucher, his girlfriend Vicky Valancourt all enjoyed a very lovely, well, not so lovely dinner together. We're going to take you to the filming locations of this hilarious movie, and we cordially invite you to come along for the adventure.
Come along. Right now, we're in the area where Bobby Boucher's mother's house used to sit, right here.
Oh, Mama had that, what was it, pink, wooden, falling apart, dilapidated house. Now, the reality is, they created that house for the movie. We're at the Kahaha, excuse my pronunciation,
Kahaha
River, which is right out there. It's a great spot where people love to hang out. Her house would have been right here. We know this because, now this took a little lining up and a little finding because a lot of the locations listed online are wrong for this one. But there's this tree here, which you can see in front of the house. And we're going to show you some pictures, some screenshots. And then, of course, there's the most obvious thing of all, which is this gorgeous tree right here. They used that a lot. Heather, you were noticing a lot of the shots involved people standing right underneath this tree because they really wanted to implement this into the shot. We had one where Mama was firing up the grill and she was standing right over there, just
and
behind.
Then right there.
And then, yeah. Show us this one, Heather.
Okay, that's where I was getting to. I was on the wrong track.
But she would have been standing right there. And one of the shots while Adam Sandler was more like right there. And then she was behind it, cooking up on the grill at another point. So there's that. Now, over here we noticed that part of the house came through and you could see part of it through this area here in the shot. So that means that all this stuff must have been cleared out, at least somewhat, for filming of the movie. Clear that area out, put the house in there. Now, we have meticulously set up the other shot. Heather has lined this up perfectly for us, and she is sitting in the spot right now. She ran over here ahead of us. There.
Yeah.
Is where Vicky Valancourt was sitting, and here is where Bobby Boucher was sitting as they were enjoying a meal together. Of course, Mama came out. Mama began to call her the devil. Everybody's the devil to Mama.
All women are devils. Basically, that's how she felt.
And really, anybody is. But now let's set it up from over here. A look at the shot. There's the table where they would have sat, and over there's where the house would have been. Another thing to point out here is that walkway, that wooden walkway, dock, whatever you want to call it, would have been set up right in this area here. Now for this one, we lined up these two trees right there and figure the dock came in right here, that little dilapidated wooden dock that obviously was also torn down after the movie. This is so exciting to be standing here in the footsteps of one of my favorite comedians, Mr. Adam Sandler.
Mine too.
So they set it all up here. They said it took, I don't know if it was like 3 weeks or something like that, to set all this up, to build the house, to build the dock, get everything ready for the shoot, and then they shot it all over a period of 2 days. Adam Sandler had his special bus set up out there.
It's really crazy how they were able to come and find a place so it made them look like they were actually in Louisiana. This Spanish moss sure helped.
That's right. These location scouts know what they're doing. That's why they get paid the big bucks. Well, I don't even know what they get paid, but they probably get paid the big bucks. Now we're going to take one more look at this location before we get out of here. We got some more really exciting locations to find for this movie. You know, Kathy Bates in this movie, who played Mama, I think I said. She played Mama, did not want to, yeah, she didn't want to get paid for playing Mama in this movie. She didn't even want anything to do with the movie. Actually, her manager said, don't take that role. When she read some of the script, she said she didn't even like football. She took the script, threw it in the garbage.
Ooh.
But the story goes that her niece found the script in the garbage and said, Adam Sandler's hilarious. I love this guy. You got to do it. And she said, all right, I'll give it a try. Sure enough, she really made the movie. She did a great job in the role of Mama. All right, one more look at the spot where Mama's house was, here in the swamplands of Florida. Now, is there anybody here that can tell me why most alligators are abnormally aggressive?
I know the answer to that question. Raise your hand.
You, sir.
Mama says alligators are abnormally aggressive because they have all them teeth and no toothbrush.
Of course, that's the wrong answer. What are you talking about?
What?
Bobby Boucher quoted his mama and got a couple answers wrong. That happened inside that building right there.
Right there.
Now, the outside does not look familiar. There is no fountain of water out here. There is some kind of lake here, but there is no fountain of water.
Go for a swim.
Because that exterior scene wasn't even filmed here. We're at Florida Southern College, and we're probably 30, 40 minutes away from where the exterior scene was shot. But the interior, that classroom scene where he called him Colonel Sanders, where he tackled the professor, all happened inside this building right here, Edge Hall. Let's go take a closer look at Edge Hall. Here's a peek at the outside of Edge Hall. We'll walk up here and try to get a look inside the windows. Unfortunately, we've already gone up and tested the doors, and they are locked today. We are here on a weekend, so we can't get inside. Here's a look inside one of the classrooms. This is probably not, almost for sure not the classroom they used. Might have been an upstairs classroom that we can't get access to right now. But this is the building the scenes were shot in.
In order for Bobby Boucher to get the incredible view that he wanted, he would have had to travel a long way.
There's the fountain that supposedly he would have seen outside of his classroom. If we turn around here, this building is where you would think his classroom would have been. I'm not quite sure why the filmmakers decided to move it to a different classroom in a whole different town, but that's what they did. So the classroom was not up in there somewhere, but the fountain sure is right here.
We're now at the location where Bobby and Vicky walked out of these doors right here after he completed his GED test.
And this is another bit of trickery. These guys use a lot of trickery in this film because actually the interior was not in this building at all. It's another building. We're going to go check that out in a minute. And also the exterior where the police officer shows up to tell him that his mom's been hospitalized. And he pulled up on an actual road, which this, of course, is not. Not exactly sure how they set that up either. If you know, tell us down there in the comment section below.
We are now at Hunter Arms Hotel in St. Cloud, Florida.
It's a cute little town. Look at that. It's got the brick drive. Everything about this town is just pretty neat. And also what's in here is pretty neat as well.
Oh,
this is where the party scene took place, where Adam Sandler, Bobby Boucher shows up. And he's got a special treat for everyone inside. Let's go take a look inside.
Come on.
Here's the stairwell that was used in several shots, starting with kind of the first shot they showed. A bunch of people standing on the stairs, a bunch of people partying down below, and then of course later, Colonel Sanders, professor, comes down the stairs, meets up with Bobby Boucher, and is very nervous to be around him and wants to get away from him as quickly as possible. And Bobby would have entered through one of these doors here, carrying a platter of Louisiana frog cakes that he'd taken from Mama. And then right over here is the bar area that was also shown in the shot. A couple guys standing in front of it. It's called the first shot. Now looks a little bit different, but still very similar to how it looked in the movie. And over in this area here is where the coach would have been talking about his football team.
We're at the spot where the big pep rally took place, where the one man kept yelling, "You can do it!"
He would have been standing right out here somewhere, and the other team would have, this is the High Banks boat ramp, by the way. The other team would have showed up and pulled in somewhere where this gentleman is right here in this truck, and they pulled up in their team bus. And they came up here and presented the fact that the Waterboy did not actually go to the high school he claimed he went to. Those were fake transcripts that he had showed him.
We are now at Spec Martin Memorial Stadium.
The home of the Mud Dogs, South Central Louisiana State University Mud Dogs. This is where they practiced. Of course, we continue to be in Florida, not South Central Louisiana. And it appears we're kind of gated out, but let's see what kind of view we can get of the Mud Dogs practice fields. We were able to find a gate open at the far end of the stadium. Guess some workers had left it open, so here we are on the inside. Now you may notice these buildings look a little bit different. Also the building on the other side, as well as the press box, all look different. That is because they were able to take money they made from the filming off of being able to use this football field, and they did a total transformation of the place. They redid everything. They tore down the old buildings, put new buildings in, just kind of did a whole new renovation of this football field, of the facilities here, so they put the money to good use. The stands still look very similar, and you can see that hill off to the left side of the shot here, and that still looks the same as it did during filming as well, except of course they had the lettering up there during the movie. We've made our way just up the hill from the stadium. You see the press box off to the right side of the screen there. And right over here is a National Guard armory here in Florida. Coach Klein's office was inside. You can also see this building in the background of some of the shots. Y'all be sure to hit the like button, smash the subscribe button, and ring the notification bell so you can come along with us on future adventures.
Come along.